today we will be doing experiment 3. Tension test on reinforcing steel bars, sizes 10 mm, 12 mm, and 16 mm, and galvanized steel wire, gauge 16.
We will be doing this experiment following the ASTM standard of A370, ASTM A615, ASTM A706, DTN PNS 49-2020, ASTM A853, and ASTM A510.
Now for the equipments. A universal testing machine, a beam balance, a metal saw, a vernier caliper, and lastly the metal specimen, 10 mm, 12 mm, and 16 mm reinforcing steel bar, and GA number 16 galvanized steel wire. Since we do not have 12 and 16, we will only be using 10 and 8.
These are the experiment objectives. First is to determine the tensile strengths of the reinforcing steel bars and galvanized steel wire. And lastly, to evaluate the performance of the reinforcing steel bars and galvanized steel wire with the established standard specifications.
So for the first step, we will be collecting our rebar samples, which will be sizes 8 and 10. First, we will be measuring 50 centimeters of our samples.
After we measure the rebar, now we are going to cut off 50 centimeters.
After cutting the rebars, we're going to measure it with a vernier caliper.
After getting the physical measurements, let's measure the weight of the bars.
Now we're going to measure a gauge 16 galvanized steel wire for 50 centimeters in order to use it.
For the next step, we will be measuring the tensile strength of our specimen using the universal testing machine.
Now we're going to put the 8 diameter rebar into the universal testing machine.
After using the universal test machine, we will now measure the aftermath of the rebars or steels.